A decade has now passed since Rams Home Loans founder John Kinghorn cashed in $650 million after floating the group on the stock market, and watched his fellow investors quickly lose a fortune as it almost went bust in the financial crisis which hit within weeks. The AFP now alleges that he failed to pay all the taxes owed on the gilded bounty he received in the float, which the venerable New York Times said may be the worst initial public offering of the decade. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, tweet link John Kinghorn at the Rams Home Loans AGM after its 1997 float. Photo, Jim Rice. OCBD thought it was worth checking up on the accounts of another company he has had his fingers in over the past decade, Krispy Kreme Australia. The good news is that Kinghorn is still making good money from junk food, with the donut business reporting a net profit after tax of $8.27 million on sales of $88.2 million. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, tweet link Premier Investments Chairman Solomon Lew and CEO Mark McInnes. Photo, Wayne Taylor. According to the company accounts lodged with the corporate regulator, ASIC, the company recorded an income tax expense of $3.43 million. Not that it paid the taxman this amount. The statement of cash flows report that just $23,098 of income tax was actually paid last financial year. Advertisement Titan request ad push, ad spot -300 extension 250, pose 3. This partly reflects the fact that prior year tax losses mopped up some of the tax bill. The company collapsed in 2010 after its expansion plans got ahead of its finances. You will now receive updates from Business AM newsletter. Business AM newsletter. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Kinghorn revived the artery clogging business with a safer business model that has prospered from selling Krispy Kreme donuts through Russ with a 7-Eleven stores in Australia. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter link Greg Medcraft watching the Tigers win the AFL Grand Final. Photo, supplied. Kinghorn might now be a bit distracted by the court battle as the Krispy Kreme business prepares for its multi-million-dollar expansion into New Zealand. Not that Kinghorn needs to be fronting the campaign to sell the donuts to our Kiwi cousins, as Krispy's financial accounts say. As an 80-year-old icon, is it critical that we honor our heritage and authenticity, which consumers know and trust. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter link illustration, John Shakespeare admirers. None of Myer's current board will be on hand as Chief Executive Richard Umbers delivers his much-anticipated update to investors on Wednesday. As of Tuesday afternoon, there was no further salvos from billionaire rag trader Solomon Lew, but given how much money he has lost on his stake in Myer this year, he will certainly be listening in on the webcast. Such has been the barrage of criticism from Lew's team at Premier Investments that nobody had time to notice the release of Premier's annual report just after 5 p.m. on Friday. It reveals that the pay packet of Lew's chief executive, Mark McInnes, is not lagging the retailer's